Good afternoon. I hope this weekly eNews finds you well. I hope you're also able to find a place, a cool place, as this heat is, I've had enough. How about you? Anyway, last Sunday we heard Jesus' parable of the Good Samaritan. This Sunday we're going to be in conversation with the prophet Amos. And in Amos's message, we are going to hear about economic injustice and God's call for us to really be listening about how we are treating each other as it relates to economic injustice, specifically those who have more keep getting more and those who have less keep getting less, and how God isn't happy nor amused by that setup. And the scriptures just keep bringing it home and keep modeling to us that that was going on then and it's going on now. And which gets me thinking about how we as a congregation make sense of all of the political reality in different ways. And I just want to be very, very clear with all of you who I encounter, that if my words are upsetting to you, if I say something that makes you a little uncomfortable, or if you are interpreting scripture in a different way, I would love to have conversation with you about it, rather express opinions over Facebook or Twitter feeds or all of that. For I think that this is the time in which we have to have civilized conversation face to face so that we can figure out how we are defining terms and how we can read each other's facial expressions and what did you mean about that, and please say more. Help me unpack that so that we can really have a great dialogue. And at the end of it, we may not agree, and yet we can continue to be in relationship with one another because we sat down and talked about it. So that's all to say that I mean no disrespect to anyone when I bring up the issues of the day in my sermons or in these little e-news. I probably will say something that is uncomfortable. I probably will say something that you don't agree with, and that's okay. But please tell me, because I'd love to know what you're thinking. So, as I said, parable of the Good Samaritan last week. This week we're in conversation with Amos, and the doors are wide open and directly applicable to what we are experiencing today every time we turn on the news and we see what's going on in our world and even in our back doors. So, my friends, I just wanted to share with you, as your pastor, please know that I deeply respect you. I deeply respect your opinions. And I do and share my message as called to me by virtue of my ordination is to be a preacher and a teacher and a prophet and a pastor, and to care and to offer compassion. And so my words are always couched with that in mind. And yes, there will be times we won't agree. But I hope that all of you know that in those moments, I'm pushing the envelope and I'm doing so out of love. I hope you have a great week. I hope you are able to stay cool as I'm looking out my window. It's just so bloody hot. But I hope you're all well. And I hope to see you soon. Take care, and God's blessings be with you.